Nice meeting you. My name is Marie from Rhode Island. And my question is this. I'm raising a special young lady. She's 17 years old, my granddaughter. And she's autistic, but very high functioning, very verbal. And she has highly superior autobiographical memory, which is also considered called HSAM. From what I understand, there's only like 100 cases reported, but I suspect there's many more. My question is, what is the function of this ability? I'd like to have your spin on it. I've been researching quite a bit, and I'm trying to figure out how to be as supportive as possible, other than her being a fantastic assistant, to me. My memory is not so spot on. So she will basically remember everything. We could go back to, like, what did we do a year ago today? And she'll say it was a Wednesday, and it was raining, and so-and-so visited, and we ate this for dinner, and I've been keeping journals and testing her on it, and she's spot on. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what would be the function of this ability, and how can I be supportive of her, or in a spiritual sense, like how would I direct it? Okay, thank you very much, and I hope to hear from you.
Well, there are many ways in which this ability can be utilized in your society. Obviously, in a sense, a person like that can be a living library for the idea of the events in her life and others with whom she interacts, so that she can recall flawlessly the ideas, the nuances, the immediate moments, all the way back to her birth. So it can be used for someone to record events so that she is an absolute keeper of those events, so that there is no misunderstandings, no mistakes about what was going on at a certain point in her life and the lives of the others that she interacted with. So it can be used that way. At the same time, it can also be understood as something that fixes a particular reality and freezes it in a certain way. It can be utilized to understand how the level of commitment to a certain idea can be expressed when someone focuses strongly enough on a particular path, on a particular idea, so that there is no deviation from it whatsoever. So it can be used that way as well, because many people on your planet wonder, well, how can I have the discipline to stay on the path? How can I not stray from the path? The quality that she exhibits can show you the degree to which a being can focus on a particular guideline, on a particular path, to the absolute exclusion of any other path. Not that she's necessarily exhibiting it that way, apparently, but that can also be representative of that degree of laser-like focus on the idea of what your soul's path is, with no deviation whatsoever. That you are walking that razor's edge, and there is absolutely no question that you will ever lose your balance or fall off of what may appear to be a very thin path, because to the person with that kind of focus, the path is actually quite wide, and there's just no way they're going to lose the sense of where they're going, because there's no way they lose the sense of where they've been. It is a direct, linear path that keeps them on the straight and narrow with absolutely no deviation. It can be used to understand that degree of focus as well in any endeavor that might be representative of someone's soul path and their passion in life.
Oh, hello, Bashar. It's lovely to meet you.
And you as well. What would you like to discuss this day?
I'd like to discuss that I have a real problem of handling anger in other people and conflict situations, because it seems like anytime there's a conflict around me, what happens is I try to keep the peace, but the conflict seems to escalate to the point where if I start feeling angry myself, that's the point when it actually starts de-escalating. And I don't understand why I have to take on the anger vibration myself to actually stop the situation.
You don't. But by doing so, you appease others, because there is a saying on your planet that misery loves company. So when they understand that you are reflecting the same thing that they are reflecting, they feel more at ease, because it prevents them from really facing what's going on within themselves that makes them angry to begin with. So anytime a lot of individuals will show more calmness to a person who is angry, it can actually make them angrier, because they feel they're not being heard. But when you become angry, they now feel that you're a kindred spirit, that you understand them more, that you're speaking their language. Now, that doesn't mean you have to become angry, but that's what's happening energetically and dynamically.
Right. Okay.
So there may be other ways that you can let them know you hear them, and therefore that can calm down their anger. So it's not about you having to match their frequency of anger. It's about being able to relate to them in some way, shape, or form, that you truly hear what they're saying, and that you validate what they're saying and validate their emotions for what they're going through, without necessarily having to go there yourself.
I see.
So it depends on how you're keeping the peace that makes the difference.
I see. I see. Okay. That leads on to my second question, that a couple of months ago, I found a new job, and it was really, really exciting. The way I found it, it was just so not usual. It was like, it was great. And I joined a new company, and ever since, everything is uphill struggle. And I don't understand it, because it feels like it was the highest joy that you are mentioning. I was following my highest joy, and it was great in the beginning.
All right.
It's just uphill struggle.
All right. So this may be an opportunity for you to change your definitions about what kind of challenges you are facing, instead of defining them in a negative way. So if it really is representative of your passion, very often following your passion, as I've told you, will unleash one of the tools within the kit that is the reflective mirror that reveals to you anything within you that might be causing misalignment in the way that you are approaching the things that are representative of your passion. So you may be having negative definitions that challenge you to change those definitions about what it is you're doing. Can you be more specific about what the job is, and give us an example of what one of the challenges is that you're experiencing?
Sure. It's an office finance department job, and I have great experience in it, but this company has a great reputation in the country. When I joined them, I thought it would be a smooth process of me just fitting in, but several of the processes are not working. They're in the middle of a huge turmoil of changing everything upside down. And it just feels like whatever I'm trying to do, I'm doing it wrong.
All right. So what kind of discussions have you had with the people running the company about the way in which you may be going about things, or in the way that you're experiencing things? Have you had any discussions?
I have, yes. I asked for help and support, and they are giving it to me, but they are new themselves. It's the whole company is being, the management being replaced, and it feels like uphill struggle. It feels like nobody really has a clear picture of what we are doing at the moment.
All right. Is there something you can do to provide a clearer picture of what needs to happen?
I think I might, but given the rate at which I'm making mistakes at the moment, I feel like there's so much to learn, and at the same time, so much to change.
All right. But what I'm saying is, maybe you were attracted to be there because they need your help in clarifying things in a way that would actually make it easier for everyone and smoother for everyone to operate toward their goal. So Are there things that you can think of that would actually allow things to be smoother, that you could share with the people running the company that might actually help them make the company run more smoothly?
Yes, I think I could. I think I could actually.
Then
Yeah,
why
yeah,
don't you have
yeah,
those conversations? Because maybe
yeah.
that's why you're there.
Yes, yes. Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. I have one more question,
Yes.
and this is about I would really love to experience oneness, and I don't know if there is a specific meditation that I could do or some kind of a principle mind training. I could.
Well, it sounds like your dog has the information that you need. Oneness.
Sorry.
You say you want to experience oneness, and I said it sounds like your dog has the information that you need.
He probably does.
So, oneness, what is your definition of experiencing oneness? What do you imagine that that would feel like?
I imagine it would feel peaceful and calm and without conflict.
Peaceful and calm. So, anything else? What does oneness mean to you?
It means going with the flow and being helpful to people and to myself and just basically just smooth living.
All right. Being of service in that way. So, you have just listed a bunch of things that are relatively physically practical. What is it that prevents you from behaving that way?
I guess it's my own attitude.
Yes. So if you want to experience oneness, you have to be one with yourself. You have to be at peace with yourself and not define things in a negative way when you come upon a challenge.
Mm.
So you have to approach them with oneness, with connectivity, with communication. You have to approach them in a peaceful way. You have to have a peaceful energy within yourself and a flow within yourself so that you can experience going with your flow when a challenge arises, because challenges help you grow. They're there for a positive reason. Look at them that way and approach them with your flow. How can this serve me? How can I use this challenge to serve others in a positive way? Dogs are a symbol of service on your planet. So be of service in any challenge that you face, but approach it from a sense of oneness, from a sense of connectivity, from a sense of peace within yourself. Yes?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bashar.
You're welcome. Will that help you?
Thank you. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day to you too. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, Bashar.
I you good day.
I need to take a couple deep breaths.
Oh, all right.
My question is about oversouls
Oversoul.
and how a unique spirit or a soul interacts with it after we leave our body.
Well, the idea can be experienced, well, I'll put it in this sort of artistic euphemism, if I may.
Of course.
The oversoul is like a collection of soul material. It extends itself into different individuated souls. The individuated souls could be considered like unfired clay.
Okay.
Choosing to have a physical life experience fires that soul into the crystalline structure of the spirit, which now contains all the experience of that life, and then imparts all that experience back up to the oversoul, which experiences all the different extensions all at the same time.
Can the individual spirit put the oversoul cap on, so to speak, or have the perspective of the oversoul, in a sense?
An individual spirit cannot have the perspective of the oversoul.
Okay.
Exactly. It can have a version of the idea, its version of the idea, relative to what it understands, relative to its perspective, but it will not be exactly the perspective of the oversoul by definition, because it's not the oversoul. It's not acting as the oversoul. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It is the oversoul, but it's not acting as the oversoul. It's acting as the individual spirit. And because it's acting by definition as an individual, then by definition, it's not going to have the same kind of collective vision that the oversoul does by its nature. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes,
but
it
you
does.
can have your version of that idea. You can have glimpses of it, but you will only get the glimpses as far as you need to apply that idea in your life in a relevant way to you as an individual expression. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Now, one other thing I would like to remind you all of, and again, this will be somewhat poetic. I'll just put it this way. Non-physical reality, or spirit if you wish, is more true to what you might call your natural state. You understand?
Yeah.
You don't actually leave spirit and come to physical reality. You're still in spirit right now, having a physical dream while you're there. You never leave heaven, ever. You're in heaven now, having a dream that you're not. But you never, ever actually leave. There is nowhere to go. Remember the second law? There is only here and now. So everything that happens has to happen here and now, but it happens in a different frequency of consciousness so that it doesn't appear to be happening in the same here and now, but it is. So while you're experiencing this idea, this concept called physical reality, where my soul, my spirit has left the spirit world and encased itself in a body and is traveling around in physical reality, and someday I will die and my spirit will go back. That's the experience from your point of view. That's the illusionary experience, and the experience is valid. The experience is a real experience, but that's not an accurate description of what's actually happening mechanistically. You never leave. You're just dreaming that you have. So wake up. That's what this is all about. It's waking up and remembering that you're already where you prefer to be. Ironically, that means that when you create this experience and forget all this, and you have to remember all this through the process that you're going through in order to discover yourself from a new perspective, the irony is, because many times when you go to sleep at night, you actually expand your consciousness back into your natural state. And when you wake up in the morning, your consciousness is simply focusing down to the idea of the physical dream, the physical experience. So the irony is that when you go to sleep and dream, you're actually waking up. And when you wake up in the morning, you're actually going to sleep. You understand?
Yeah. Yes.
That's the irony. That's the paradox of this experience.
My other question was about foods that, well, more like permission slips that help cleanse your pineal gland.
Yes. What about it?
Any specific foods that would assist with that?
Well, first and foremost, as always, a thorough detoxification of the entire body will help with any functioning of any gland or organ in the system. Yes?
Yeah.
Secondarily, putting in healthy, nutritious food will also help the body align itself. Removing stress from the system, going into peaceful states will also help cleanse all these energies and the organs of the body. Specifically for the pineal gland, you may find that a few almonds a day may be of great assistance.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
All right. As a permission slip.
Yeah.
Does that help you?
Yes, it does. Thank you so much.
All right. Well, pleasant dreams to you.
Pleasant dreams.
Hi, Bashar.
I knew you. Good day.
Hi. I'm nervous. Okay.
Speak up, speak up.
So I just have a question. I just moved into a home with 3 beautiful people, and I have a lot of fear.
About what?
Fear of getting hurt.
Hurt by whom?
By the people in the house.
Then why did you move in there?
Because I want to be loving and change.
You want to be loving? Start with yourself.
How do I do that?
What is it about yourself that you find unlovable?
I don't know.
Sure you do. Can't lie to us. Of course you do.
I think I just have problems trusting myself even. Like, I don't know where to start.
What do you find unworthy about yourself?
Everything?
Are you really stumped?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. What other fears do you have? Oh, the list is so long. Where do I
Yeah.
begin? Just start anywhere. What other fears do you have? Which means, what other negative definitions about yourself do you have? But you can express them as fears if you wish.
Okay.
Remember how I said you can't have an emotion without a definition first?
Yeah.
So when we're asking you what other fears you have, you realize we are asking you to explore your definitions, but you can state them in the form of emotions.
Okay.
So what else are you afraid of other than the idea of being attacked by people?
I guess that's really it, that they won't like me, really, or
They don't
that if
like
I come
you?
out and like really be myself, which I don't really know who that even is,
Why do
that
they
won't
need,
like that.
why do they need to like you? Why do you need them to like you? Can you answer that? Why do you need them to like you? Why is that so important that they like you? Are you
Yes.
basing your entire worth on whether or not they like you? If they don't like you, you're going to feel less than them? Less deserving of something? Yes?
Yeah.
Why do you need them to like you? What will happen if they don't? Here's a good way to find out your definitions. There are 2 ways to approach this primarily. You can ask yourself when you're feeling something, what would I have to believe is true about myself in this situation in order to feel the way I do? That's one. The other way, what we're exploring right now, is what am I afraid will happen? What am I terrified will happen if I allow myself to be who I prefer to be? What's the worst possible thing I imagine might happen if I allow myself to be who I prefer to be? Can you answer the question that way? So you're saying they won't like me if I'm myself. Yes?
Yes.
So what if they don't? Is that what determines whether you like yourself or not?
No.
Well, then why are you doing that? Why are you determining your worth and your likability and your lovability on whether someone else reflects the idea or shows you the idea of likability or lovability? Why does it matter what they think about you when they don't even know who you really are?
I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't. So the question is, why are you making it matter? What do you get out of making it matter?
Nothing.
Well, then
I
why
guess
do you do it?
I get joy knowing that, like, people enjoy me, and if they don't, or if I feel they don't, I feel less.
But pay attention, because none of you do anything you don't believe is benefiting you somehow. None of you. Not for a second. So the question is, what belief have you attached to the idea of them not liking you that you believe actually benefits you? It's a very deep question.
Yeah.
Here's how it works. You all have the same motivational mechanism. You are always, and I mean always, without fail, instantaneously, immediately, you're always going to move in the direction of what you believe is to your benefit. You will always move away from what you believe does not benefit you. Always, without fail. Therefore, if you see yourself moving in the direction, doing things, behaving in ways that don't benefit you, that can only mean you've attached a definition to it that makes it appear to be more beneficial than the alternative. Then you have a definition you can discover. You understand? Then you can find out what that definition is you've attached to that thing. And once you discover what it is, you can unlock that definition from that thing and realize that that definition doesn't serve you, it's nonsensical, it's illogical, you don't need it, you'll drop it, and you will start moving in the direction of your joy, which is what you say you prefer. But if your behavior doesn't follow suit, if your emotions don't follow suit, it's because you're telling yourself a story that to move in that direction will actually be worse than staying where you are as much as you don't enjoy it. Some people don't move in the direction of their highest excitement because they believe that if they do, as painful as it is to be where they are, it's familiar, it's comfortable, and they're afraid that the unknown will contain something worse, so they will stay as far away from that unknown factor as far as they can. Do you understand?
Yeah.
That's an interlocked belief system that has no business being locked together. Because it's not empirically true that the unknown contains danger. That's just your definition of it.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So it's important to find the definitions you've attached to your motivational mechanism that is making it work backwards. And once you detach those things, it will flip around and work forwards for you. But you have to find that definition. Is this helping?
Yeah.
So, what are you afraid will happen if you just be yourself? And so what if they say, oh, I don't like you. You're not lovable to me.
I guess it doesn't matter.
No.
No.
Because only what you say goes for you. Yes?
Yes.
And the irony is, you will find that sometimes when you say, they'll say, oh, she's stronger than I thought. I like her.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So, start loving yourself enough to be yourself and allow yourself to have your own opinion of yourself, not one built out of other people's opinions of you. Because those are always much more shaky than your own knowledge of who and what you are, and they cannot stand up, and thus you do not have a strong personality when it's built out of other people's opinions. Because those are just their opinions, they're not yours, and they carry no substance for you. It's just an illusion that they do.
Yeah.
Bless you. Yes?
Yes.
Does this help you?
Yeah, that helped me a lot.
All right, well, go forth boldly. And by the way, we love you.
Thank you. Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you for being bold enough and fearless enough to stand before the group and know that you are worthy of doing so.
I'm not prepared.
You are not prepared for what?
With a question.
Make a statement then.
I would like to thank everyone in this room for being here in this moment in time.
One moment. Your turn. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you.
And I believe we had a dialogue earlier stating that I wasn't going to be chosen for a question.
And now here you are.
Now here I am to keep me on my toes. So thank
All right. Are you standing on your toes?
you. Yes.
All right.
And,
Is she? All right.
I believe that we are all given divine gifts.
Of course you are. You're all divine. You are divine gifts. It's not something you are given, it's something you are. Because you're made of divinity. Does that make sense?
Thank you. Yes.
You're welcome.
And I have been doing a lot of inner work.
No, all right.
And
Hopefully not too much effort.
no, with ease and grace.
All right.
And
Yes.
I am unraveling my gifts, and I am a healer.
Oh, all right.
I've discovered that I'm a healer, and I've discovered, or
Congratulations.
remembered that I'm a healer, and
Congratulations.
that I am a channel for universal consciousness.
All right.
And
Then go and do with it what you will.
I'm trying. I'm doing my
I
best.
beg your pardon.
I'm doing my best.
All right.
I have 3 small children, so
Yes.
I'm trying to balance
You mean like this big?
5, 3, and 14 months.
Oh, I see. All right.
And I am doing my best and trying to. I'm balancing.
You're doing your best.
I'm doing my best
All right.
in balancing.
Yes. And?
I want to be of service to humanity, but I also
Well, you
want...
are by being yourself and doing your best. That's all you need to do.
Okay.
That's all you can do is your best. If somebody said, I want you to do better than your best, how is that possible? Yes, of course you will always improve. Yes, of course you will change. But at any given moment, if you actually are doing your best, if you are, how can you do better than your best at that moment? It's all you can do. Do your best. In the next moment, if you change, if you know how to do something differently on a different scale, then do your best at that. Of course you will grow. But at any given moment, if you're doing your best, that's the best you can do. And that's all you need to do. That's it. Do you have too many expectations of yourself?
Yes.
Why overburden yourself like that?
I have no idea.
Does it make you think that you're more deserving of whatever it is you achieve?
No.
If you have to suffer for it?
No.
All right. Then why not lighten your load a bit? As we said earlier, lighten up on yourself a bit.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Well, why not? Any reason? You afraid of something? Afraid of someone saying something, thinking badly of you? If you become who
yes.
you wish to be?
Yes.
Who?
Family.
Well, why would they think that? Why would they think badly of you being who you actually are? Is it because they want you to be someone you're not?
Yes.
All right, well, can I ask you a question?
Please.
Is it possible to be someone you're not?
Yes.
It is? How? Enlighten us. How can you be someone you're not? You can, to use your word, try to be someone you're not, but you can't be someone you're not. Go ahead, be someone you're not, right now.
I believe that we are socially conditioned to the point.
Socially conditioned is a fancy word for pattern and habit. And we already talked about pattern and habit. I am socially conditioned. Oh, how good for you. If you know you're socially conditioned, you're no longer socially conditioned.
Thank you.
So, even though your family may not know this consciously, in their hearts, what they really wish for you, in their spirits, in their souls, in their hearts, is for you to be who you truly are. That's how you honor them. That's how you honor yourself. I know that in their physical minds, they may not think that way, but if you are going to be the good daughter, how about you think better for them?
Can you elaborate?
Think better of yourself on their behalf, if they can't do it for you.
Thank you.
Does that help?
Yes.
Then you will be honoring their legacy, even if they don't know that's what you're doing. Because they really do want you to be who you are, even if they say differently. Make sense?
Yes.
All right. Because if you're not who you really are, if you're trying to be someone you're not really part of their family anyway, are you?
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
All right. So if you really, really, really want to be of the family, then you need to be who you really are. And by doing that, maybe, no guarantees, but maybe you will act as an example for them to also choose to be more of who they are so they can see you through different eyes. They don't have to choose that. And it doesn't matter whether they do or not. It has no effect on what you choose for yourself. But if you're not really willing to be yourself, well, I'll just put it to you this way. This is not being said this way for the purpose of causing guilt. But if you're not really choosing to be yourself, aren't you kind of throwing the gift of life they gave you back in their face?
Yes.
All right. So, be yourself, no matter what they think, because they're not you and you're not them. You're unique. It's all well and good to listen to them for possible guidance. You may have missed a thing or two, and you might want to hear a different point of view now and then, but it's up to you to decide whether or not a point of view someone gives you is true for you. And if you decide that it's truly not, then it's not. So don't live a lie. Live your truth, or you're not living at all. You're just kind of hanging around. There are many people on your planet who are not dead, but they are wandering ghosts. Flesh yourself out. Be fulfilled. Yes?
Yes.
All right. Does this help you?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Gratitude.
Hi, Bashar.
And a you good day.
I don't really know that I have a question. I would like clarification.
About?
My life situation. Once upon a time when I was younger, when I wanted to move somewhere, such as Hawaii and Australia and Papua New Guinea, I just got up and moved without fear and without any thought of consequences.
And now?
And now I'm older, and I want to move back to California. And
How old are you?
65.
What a baby. What a young whippersnapper.
Okay, so I'm just saying.
I am 178.
I know.
So, what is preventing you from moving where you say you prefer to be?
My issue with money, which I
My
always
issue
had that.
with money.
Yeah, I don't have the money. I don't have the desire to move and take risks and just do it and not know what happens like I used to.
All right, then don't.
I know. And that's what I'm doing. And
You have to honor your belief system. If you don't believe your excitement will support you. But all that means is you don't understand what it means when excitement is complete kit. But that's all right.
okay, so that's it.
You have to honor your belief system. Obviously, you're saying you don't prefer to. So let's examine it step by step. What specifically now looks like a risk that didn't look that way before? And what's the difference between now and then?
The stories in my head about California is expensive and I can't find a job and can't support myself, and
What changed?
I didn't think about those things before. That wasn't even an issue.
Then why are you thinking about them now?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Thank you. Oh, I know you do. You have a good answer in there somewhere. What changed? What changed?
Oh, I'd like to cop out and say life experience, but
All right. Well, it's all right. You can say, well, I picked up some ideas along the way.
Okay.
They may not necessarily be in alignment with who I prefer to be, but I picked up some ideas.
okay, I'll go with that.
All right. But if you know that you don't prefer them, why hold on to them? How do they serve you?
They don't serve me. I'm
Well,
I'm
they
saying-
obviously must in your mind, or you wouldn't have them.
I'm choosing,
Remember when we talked about the motivational mechanism?
Yeah.
You don't hold on to anything you don't believe serves you, even if it's negative. So how does holding on to these things serve you? What does it prevent you from doing so that you don't go somewhere scary? How are you defining something as scary that you didn't used to define that way? What changed? Why did your definitions change?
I'm hearing inside my head that I've just chosen to be comfortable.
Comfortable. All right.
And that's kind of a cop-out.
Well, all right, if you define comfort as a cop-out, although you don't have to.
Okay.
Oh, I see. You're thinking that because you go through different cycles in life, that something is wrong? That it's not okay to suddenly be different and do things in a different way? It's not okay to be comfortable and take a break? And if you're not doing things the way you used to, then somehow you're not living up to your full potential?
Bingo.
Thank you. All right. Well, you know that that is really nonsense. So why buy into that?
Bingo.
You can go through different phases. You can do things differently. Yeah. It's all right if you do them differently than before. As long as they're in alignment with who you prefer to be, that's okay. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm getting the judgment in being comfortable and not being the doer all the time.
It's similar to the idea on your planet that when people experience depression, they're defining their experience in a negative way and so experiencing it as depression, when in fact all it really is the natural compression that happens when you know you're looking for answers that can't be found out there. So you go to where you know they are, within. And you reevaluate yourself and you redefine yourself and you emerge as a new person, literally. But if you define the idea of going within that way to look for answers as something antisocial, something's wrong with you, you're not outgoing anymore, you're withdrawn, if you start defining that idea in a negative way, even though it's a natural mechanism, you will start to experience the negative effects of defining it that way. And it turns into depression instead of compression.
Thank you.
So this is similar. This is why we say it is so absolutely crucial to pay attention to how you define things. Listen to your definitions. Really pay attention to what's going on. When you have an experience, catch yourself. Catch yourself when you label something negatively. This is different from recognizing, simply objectively recognizing that somebody may be doing something negative, mechanistically speaking. The idea, though, is to catch yourself for not assuming that something is simply automatically negative. Do you understand?
Yes.
And when you have more facility with that, then you will say, wait a minute. I don't have to define this state I'm in now as negative. Let me explore. What kind of ideas can I assign to this that are more positive? Even if they turn out to be created through negativity, if you assign the idea that they're there as being positive, then you'll get some positive benefit out of examining them from that point of view, even if they were created negatively to begin with, as we said. Just neutralize it and give it a positive meaning so you can get the positive effect, because remember, you can't perceive what you're not the vibration of. So you can't be inspired as to how the situation could serve you in a positive way if you're not in a positive state first about it.
Okay.
If you're not in a positive relationship with it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So when you find yourself, all right, I'm pretty comfortable here. And when you find yourself going, oh, something must be wrong. I'm now not doing this. I'm now not doing that. I'm doing something different. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? Catch yourself when you start doing that and say, wait a minute, this doesn't have to be labeled like that. Let me see. What positive ideas could there be for me now changing my behavior, changing the way I'm doing things, changing the way I see something? And start inventing positive labels and start applying them. And then you'll start getting the benefit and you'll get the perspective that will allow you to tell the difference between something that is really a negative act and something that might just be unexpected. Okay. An arrow pointing in an unexpected direction instead of being defined as a brick wall that obstructs you. Yes?
Got it.
Helping?
Yes, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Happy journey.
Good day.
And good day to you.
So a little earlier, a gentleman asked a question about your ships.
Yes.
How they travel. And I believe you said that part of the equation is identifying a vibration at a particular point that you wish to locate to?
Yes. Our perception of the idea of location is different from your typical one. Most people on your planet assume that location is where an object exists. We understand location as one of the properties of the object itself. In other words, if you have an object here and you move it to here, that's a different object.
Okay.
Because now it has a different locational variable in its energy signature. So if you have the object in location A